Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this file and they want a bubble cutout around it. And I reached out to them, they haven't got back to me. First of all, I don't have one of these fonts, so this might look a little bit different than yours. And you say you're going to cut it out with a magnet or for a magnet. So these are hairlines. The bicycle is a pretty cool drawing, but it's several outlines. Let's go to object group and ungroup and look at that. And this is a hair, it's also a CMY hairline, and you would need to make it a RGB hairline for your laser. But if you want to cut this out, and I'm just reaching out here for the bubble part, and also I don't have the text, so I don't know. Hopefully you're not going to cut this out and you're just engraving this or printing it maybe on a magnet, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to do this, and if you look, if I click on it, it's all one group, which is good. So we're going to go to Effects, and we're going to go to Contour, and you can tell it's going to work because they're not. So we're going to contour to the outside, rounded, 1 inch. Going to take just a second. Now stay with me a little bit. Now we are going to go up to Object and break the contour part. Now we're going to go to the inside, 0.8. It's going to be a little rough because of all the parts of the bicycle. So what we could do before we contour, if you've got X7 or above, you can use a smoothing tool. We'll make it a little bit bigger, and we'll grab that line, and we're gonna smooth that line out a little bit. Get rid of some of those nodes so it won't be so jagged. And the slower you go, the more nodes it's going to renew or take away. And you're just trying to get a smoother transition outline. If you do this before you contour, it's going to look better. Now we're going to take that contour and we're going to go the inside and make sure you've got rounded corners, 0.08, and you could change that. And you could, let's make it 0.07 or 0.7. So it'll be a little bit bigger. That looks pretty good. If you're cutting that out to kind of relative shape, then go to Object and break the contour part, take away that outer contour. Now we're going to add bubbles. So we're going to set our nudge factor on 5 inches and move that over twice. Now we're going to go to, and this is where you can decide what size bubbles you want. And see, you're drawing in millimeters, and I don't know. I'm going to draw them in red hairlines. Well, we'll change them later, but we're just going to make them hairlines. And you can see now it's a hairline. Control D and make a duplicate. Your offset is set at quarter. You really need to think about, I'm going to hit B and make them even. Think about setting that at 0, 0. You're going to learn to like it a lot more. Now I'm going to grab both these bubbles and I'm going to go to, matter of fact, I'm going to make a duplicate of them. And see, that's why I don't like it, because anyway, that's beside the point. Just in case I want to change it, I'm going to go to Effects, Blend, and I'm going to blend them 20 times. Maybe not enough. I'm going to go down here to New Path, and I'm going to set it on our path. Then I'm going to go right here to blend a full path. Not enough of them. So let's back up here and let's back up completely. And let's make it 40. Go down here to blend a full new path. Click on your path. Go up here, blend with full path. That looks pretty good. You want them almost kind of touching. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And this is just preference. Let's back up here and let's add a few more. Let's make it 45. Hit apply, new path, blend along full path, apply. Now they're all kind of touching. We're going to get these out of the way for a second. And I made copies in case I wanted to use the same size. Select it all, go up to Object and break Blend apart. Grab it, go up to Object and ungroup. Now take away our line. Let's just nudge it down in case we want to change it. Grab all this and weld it, okay? Now we want to put this back, and you'll see why in just a second. Now let's take our virtual segment delete key and delete that part. Now let's take our bubbles and move them over to the bicycle. So there's the one I did earlier, larger. Here's one smaller bubbles. Just personal preference. Looks pretty cool. The larger bubbles maybe look better. So you just start off with larger circles. And the importance of the jagged edges at the first I did with the smooth tool, it doesn't really matter anymore when you're doing something like this. It might get you a little bit better effect. Anyway, I hope that's what they were wanting, and thank you for watching.